This is Heemanshu Ashar, and I'm waiting for my guest, Whisky Seller, to tune in. And I think he has not yet joined, and I look forward to a wonderful tasting today. And yes, Whisky Society. Good evening, everybody.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Amazing. After London, finally we
hmm
got a little bit hot weather now.
Is that right? So what are the Christmas temperatures
Well,
in
last week
in
was
your part of the world?
-3, -5. It was crazy, but right now it's above zero. We are very much happy with that, even though it's so really cold. But for us, it's after the last week temperature, we feel like a warmer right now.
Okay, let me make you feel more, send you some Goan vibes. We are at 23 degrees
Oh
Celsius here.
my God, I'm so jealous of you. That's
Sending you some Goan sunshine.
amazing. That's what we need so much. That's why
Yes,
your
yes.
whiskey is shining as well because of the beautiful sunshine.
Yes, because we are a tropical country and Goa is near the seashore, and the average temperatures most of the time is about 30 degrees. But when it comes to a little winter, it's a nice 23, 25, um, beachside, uh, evening breeze, good sunsets, and that's what we try to capture in our liquid.
Wow, that's so amazing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and in fact, 1 year of tropical aging in Goa is almost similar to about 4 years of aging in colder climates like Sweden, Japan, Scotland,
That's
so on
what I
and
was
so
about
forth.
to ask
So,
you. How is the age comparison we can do? For example, on your boxes, by the way, I have the beautiful set that you sent me. Thank you so much. Everything,
yes,
the beauties are here. The boxes are amazing,
thank
attractive.
you.
I wanted to ask you the aging. I'm sorry to jump into the subject, but just what I want to hear because in Scotch, most of the time we were checking the ages, the years of the products. But what is
Okay.
Indians whiskey? What we need to look?
So before we do that, let's pop open the bottle together and pour a dram and let it breathe for a while whilst I answer your question. And let's try to time this together. All right, at the stroke of three, one, two, and
Oh
three.
my God,
Yeah.
that sound is the perfection.
Yes. I was doing a chat with Mark from Belgium, and he said it's the second most beautiful sound after the sound of the baby. This is the second most beautiful sound, and I could not agree with him more. So yeah, so let it breathe for some time, and let me answer you the question. So we are a non-age statement whiskey, but to break it down, obviously to be called as a whiskey, we age it as per the Scottish norms of 3 years. But this particular Christmas edition, as you see on the bottle and on the pack, it is a vatting of three
Three
uh,
different barrels, right?
three different whiskeys. So first, at the heart of this is a 6-year-old ex-bourbon unpeated whiskey.
So when we say 6 years old, we need to times four, right?
Four. Yeah, yeah. So, but
Perfect.
I think I mean the four. We are always obsessed with numbers since school. But it is not only the number, but it is also how it ages uniquely. And I'll give you a comparison. You take 2 cups of water, right?
Mm-hmm.
One cold and another hot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, take 2 tea bags and dip it. You will see the extraction of color, liquor, flavor from the 2 tea bags, not only slower and faster, but also different. The taste will of those 2 teas of the same tea bag, will taste different. So,
Yeah,
it's something like a cold brew and a hot brew. They
exactly.
taste different, right? So it is not only the rapid maturation, it's also the unique flavor maturation as well. So our flavors are a lot more fuller, like a hot brew,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
right? So the heart of it is a 6-year-old bourbon, and then we have a 4-year ex-bourbon unpeated, which has been finished in a 2-year brandy cask. We have a wonderful brandy called Paul John XO, and we put that for 2 years, and then we have the third whiskey, which is a 5-year-old ex-bourbon peated whiskey, which is finished in an Oloroso cask uh, from Spain for about 18 months.
Wow, that's
Right.
mixture with the perfection. That talks a lot.
Yeah, and then our master distiller comes up with this magical proportions of this whiskey to present
Exactly.
what is Christmas in a bottle. So I think if he knows it, now it's opened up a
So
little.
Christmassy.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Fantastic notes of sweet spice. Yeah, a lot of good baking spice.
I can little Christmas cake smell.
Yeah,
Like
yes.
Christmas
Yeah,
pudding,
just
dark chocolatey. I mean, something sweet.
something sweet. Yes, absolutely.
A little
Yeah,
bit,
I
I
think,
think, baked apple as well.
yes. I think, it's like those apple strudel or apple baked apple pie,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
just
apple
from
pie
the
would be
oven.
more.
Yeah, just from the So, whiskey seller, how do you? I have a very interesting question. How do you pronounce your name?
My name,
Even my
yeah,
name is long.
my name is a little bit old name. That's why I don't want want to give you a headache. Normally, you can call me Taji. This is shorter
Touch
way.
it. Okay.
Tajettin is the
Touch it.
original way.
Mm.
It comes from very
And
much old Ottoman term. I mean, no one uses. I think I'm the last one who's using the name.
what does it mean?
Well, it comes from Ottoman term. My father's name was this. I'm carrying this from my father heritage, and
Okay.
it comes from Ottoman term, and it's like kind of a little bit Arabic name. It's meaning is Taj ad-Din, 3 words separated
Okay.
at the crown of the ring. It's very
Crown of
much.
the ring. Okay.
It comes from
Very
those
royal.
very
Very
much
royal.
old way, very much different. But I use Taji. It's way
Hmm.
easier, shorter.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. And yeah, I'm Himanshu, which is a long name. And yeah, it's what I have got. So yeah, it gets mispronounced, misspelled most of the times. But yes, let's come back to Christmas. And how do you, I mean, I guess in Turkey, how do you say cheers?
Oh, in
Let's
Turkey
let's
we
do it
call
your
say
way.
şerefe.
Sherafe.
Yes,
Okay, so let's do Sherafe to the Christmas edition 2022.
perfect.
Sherafe.
Şerefe.
Yeah. Mm,
Mm. Wow,
yeah,
wow, so good.
that's yeah,
Finishing
very
spicy,
warming.
yeah, warming, a little bit spicy, but
Yeah.
it's not very strong spicy. I love the spiciness. I mean, like ginger. Oh, it's finishing long. Yes, I can feel it still.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, that's so good. It's sweet and then
Hmm.
spicy and warming. Wow, so
Yeah,
Christmas. Oh,
Yes,
it's a lot of things going on. Even
going
in
on. Yes, and it is the season for a lot of things going on too. Yes, so catching up with family, friends.
exactly. I feel like
Yeah,
I'm in a walking in a Christmas market. Wow,
yeah,
definitely
and it's opened up well.
super sweet. Yes, it's open up. The sweetness it comes with the spiciness. Wow, it's still
Yeah.
you feel the taste is a little bit butterscotchy as well. I think it's a little bit
Yes,
oily, right?
it is. It is, and because I mean, if you see, this is what is from our six-row barley. It's characteristics of a six-row barley,
What is
which is
difference
an Indian
between
six-row barley.
what is difference between six row barley and what the Scotch uses? Is that different?
So, yes, so the world uses, including Scotland, a two-row
Two
barley,
row.
uh, two-row barley, and we use a six-row barley. The six-row barley is primarily a lot more huskier, right?
Mhm.
And hence the butteriness, the oiliness, the viscosity comes from the husk. It's got a lot more protein,
Mhm.
so you get the creaminess from that. Very less carbohydrates. So the yeast really has to work hard to convert the sugars into alcohol.
Mhm.
So they really sweat it out in the fermenters.
Wow, that's good to know that we didn't know that
Yeah.
differences.
Yeah, so two-row barley is a lot more carbohydrate, less proteinaceous, and the husk is thin.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Wow, the smell is getting more warmer, sweeter.
yeah, and it's a lot. You get, I think I'm getting a bit of creaminess, nuttiness in terms of,
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
Like chestnutty, right?
yes, yes, the chestnuts, the marzipan.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
So
interesting.
now let's do so we're trying to do this say cheers Indian way. There has never been a proper Indian way,
Really?
but I thought let's try to do the second sip the Indian way, and that's saying Jai Ho. All
Jeho.
right. So yeah.
Perfect.
So Jai Ho.
Jeho.
Yes.
Mm.
It's softened a bit. You don't
Yeah,
get the warming so much. The hotness is now mellowed down, but a lot more flavors.
exactly. The more flavor I can get now. Wow. I can get now peat as well. The
Yes.
first
So
taste, I couldn't get very much the peat taste, but right now, but it's very much behind. It's not dominant.
no. So the peat is used not to smoke out the whiskey. Uh, the peat is used to give depth, to get the dark chocolate, to get the flavors of dark fruits like raisins, plum, uh, that
Ah,
little bit of licorice, which adds to the spiciness. So that's what we try to bring. So peat has just a role to play depth and not give a smoke out feeling. So
that
that's
makes
the
sense.
art and craft of what Michael D'Souza, our master blender and the master distiller, does. So
They do an incredible job. I have to admit that.
right, thank you. And have you had so this is our fifth edition, so we've started since 2018. Did you get a chance to taste the earlier
I
ones?
haven't. I didn't know even the other ones before that.
Okay.
If I can tell you to be honest, in first I had come across with Paul John in Whiskey Show,
In
and
a
I tasted
whiskey
in
show.
a Whiskey Show 2 years ago, and we were
Yes.
quite amazed with the taste. I tasted their Oloroso one, and what was I have here? Brilliance. the two of them.
Brilliance. Yeah.
And
Right.
I had very good communication with your colleagues there, and they let me try what was the name? I put the name even. Mituna.
Mithuna.
That
Yes.
was,
Yes.
I don't know, out of subject. It's so
Yeah.
delicious. I was so
Yes.
surprised. I still
Yes.
thank to your colleagues if it's somewhere there 2 years ago when I was in Whisky Show.
Right.
They
Right.
let me taste it. That was one of the best experiences. I still haven't forgotten the taste, even though, you know, in Whisky Show we taste so many whiskies. But the Paul
Yes.
John gave me very much memory in that time. I said, wow, this is different, something special going on. And that's why this year when I went to Whisky Show, directly I ran to, again, Paul John. And of course, we taste the Oloroso.
Yes.
Till now, the Oloroso was, I mean, for the normal ones, was very much our favorite. It's so delicious. But this year I had a chance to taste Nirvana as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nirvana gave me the taste and smell of walking around the mash tuns. You know, when we visited distilleries, I feel like I'm walking there like a memory, because very much the porridge, the sweet
Yes.
porridge taste. When I tasted, oh my God, that took me directly to the distillery journey. I said, wow, this is something different and special, because this porridge taste is, I don't know if you have, so maybe more people knows that who were visited distilleries, but seriously it takes you directly to the journey what you had over there. That's why Nirvana is one of the very good ones. Last time what I tasted, and I got a bottle here as well. I love it, and even gave it to my wife to taste, and she told me the same. She said, "Wow, I'm in distilleries right now directly.
Right.
So delicious."
Right. Yes. Yes. So Nirvana is basically showcases the essence of the distillate, yeah, and that's what you get, and what you're tasting is the closest you can get to the taste of 6 row barley distillate,
That's why we get very
and
much
that's
like
why
a mustard flavor.
mashed tun. Yes, yeah, that's why it's like walking in the around the distillery, around the still house.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That took me directly to that. I was so much surprised. Yeah, that
yeah.
Nirvana was the top of the level. And of course, Oloroso are favorite, but I'm not talking about Mituna, is something else.
Well, Nirvana I mean, imagine we start our range with an approachable Nirvana. So obviously we have to go higher than Nirvana as we go forward. So yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So Mithuna is a part of our zodiac series. So what sunshine do you know? You are so you know there are these zodiac
Zodiac,
signs
yeah,
that are
sign.
there. Yeah, and surprisingly, we both have ancient cultures. We also have the 12 zodiac signs,
Mhm.
which are from the Indian zodiac system, and they are exactly parallel to the Western zodiac system.
Aha, okay.
So Mithuna, which has been acclaimed as the third finest whiskey in the world, but it is the equivalent of Gemini.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good to know. Mituna and Gemini.
Yes, Gemini. And this is our second release, and we had the first one, which is Kanya, which is the Virgo.
Aha. Okay, I need to wait for the Scorpio one for me.
Well, yes, now that we know, and when we ever do the Scorpio or the Vrishika, I'm going to have a tasting with you.
Please, I can't wait for that.
Yes,
That would be amazing. Yeah, that's
yes,
very good to know.
absolutely.
And the
Yes,
series is
so
amazing.
that's our Zodiac series, and then obviously we have peated whiskey, which is the bold. So Brilliance, so Nirvana's to start with, Brilliance Bold. Then we have a lovely select cask range, which is near cask strength. So we have a classic and peated. I'm sure You would have tasted that at the whiskey show. And then comes our wine cask range, which is Oloroso and PX at the moment, and a lot of exciting wine cask range coming up next year.
Oh, we have to
Yeah.
keep an eye on that. But I have
Yeah.
to ask you one thing. I can't find very much your range here. I'm checking some market. For example, for the Christmas edition, I checked checking maybe wrong places, but I haven't seen it. Is it?
So Christmas edition is a limited edition, so it's on select retail. Why? Because we have just done about 7,900 odd bottles for the world. So it's gone to UK, Europe, USA, and a little bit for India and other parts of the world. So if you just message us where you are, and if you need more. So ideally, I would recommend to have 3 Christmas editions. One for yourself to drink,
Exactly.
one to share with the loved ones for Christmas, and one as a collector.
Exactly. That makes sense.
Yes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, I was thinking
So
because
yeah.
I'm planning to travel in this end of this month. So I was planning to get one more, and I couldn't find it.
Okay.
It's not easier to get it.
No, so I think just send a message to the handle, and I think our team will get in touch with you and see how we can reach you. I think they will search for that one elusive bottle and try to get it across to you.
Amazing. That's good to know. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah, that's very
you.
good to come across with Paul John. Really, I don't know. I haven't seen any of your range. I mean, for example, Nirvana, you said is a basic core range, but it's still lots of good things going on there. It's not like it doesn't look like very much basic range. But I want to ask you one thing. For example, in Scotland, peat comes from the nature, because of the
Right.
land. But how do you source your peat, for example, to make your peated whiskey? Because as far as I see, India is like a very much tropical.
Yes. So you're absolutely right. In most parts of India, except very northern top, we don't get snow. So peat is not an ingredient. It is used to burn to dry the malt. So we actually get our peat from Scotland.
Oh, you imported. Okay.
I mean, imagine shipping peat across the world to burn it and put delicious flavors into our whiskey, and that's what we do. Yeah.
Amazing. Yes, it's good to know because I was wondering because the nature is so different because India is very much tropical different. That's what I was wondering about.
Yeah. So we don't get the peat here, and we have to import. If you can see the viscousness of the whiskey, and it's really got good legs.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And that's the buttery richness that's there.
Yeah, that was shows how oily and how. Yes, and the color is so beautiful. It's very Christmassy. It's like not just golden. It's just exactly.
Yeah.
Yours
is it's the Goan sunshine.
Goan sunshine. Amazing. That's a good idea. Exactly. It looks like a proper sunshine. You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's absolutely captures the tropicalness in its color. It's absolutely there's no added coloring that is done. It's natural colors and it's non-chill filtered. So it's at 46% ABV.
How about the Nirvana? Is it non-chill filtered as well?
So Nirvana is at 40% ABV and it is chill filtered because the lowest you can get to non-chill filtered is 46 degrees. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah. That's perfect. Wow, that's so good. So next year we're gonna wait for the. I don't know. This is very much beyond the expectation. I don't know how we're gonna continue with the Christmas edition because this is.
If you can find the previous years, definitely look it up. And I think most of our whiskeys are there on Amazon also.
Amazon. I can check.
Okay.
That's clever
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I wonder about the last year one because I saw the photo that some people posted. It looks chestnutty and a little bit. They were talking about very much the taste is very much
Yeah.
special. Could be very
Yeah.
nice to
And
find it.
even I think Whiskey Exchange may also have it.
Whiskey Exchange. Well, let me
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
Most of the time I'm going there. Let me pay attention. I can ask directly as well. That's so good to be because in Whiskey Exchange I checked the other day the three editions, good editions in Paul John. I saw them over there available, but really it's very different and very special whiskey. I like that how you had this. The body or the taste is very special. It doesn't taste. You know what I'm gonna tell you. One thing is, we had misconceptions because we were thinking all the time it's like a whiskey, Scottish, is everything needs to be from Scotland. Even we had always narrow-minded, but when we started to taste, oh my God, you guys open it. I'm very much wider and crazier because we couldn't believe that because, well, we were thinking that all because we learn all the time. Whenever you get whiskey experience, we are thinking about always Scotch. But I hardly recommend everybody as well. When you open you're thinking how to look for this
Yes.
thing. So good, different, so good, and the surprise is amazing. I love this, having this surprise. I would have never thought. And thanks to the whiskey show
Yes.
over there,
I
first
think.
experience.
Yes, I think this is what is the new world whiskeys, and a lot is coming from Asia and Australasia and even Europe, even France, which is a winemaking country. They are now doing single malts. Sweden, a lot of Americans have started doing single malts. So it's going to be an absolutely exciting, smashing time for whiskey brothers like you and me.
Exactly. We are so happy to taste more the amazing opportunities.
So I think it was really, and it's now softened so much.
So soft now. Yes,
It's
that's what I was about to
yeah
say.
yeah it's now like very comfortable, like the blanket that's there on the background.
Exactly. And this box is so, I don't know, you can't get rid of this. This is a very good memory. It's so
Yes.
beautiful, the design and everything, the Christmas edition. But yeah, it's so soft, so smooth. It's
Yeah.
proper Christmas
Yeah.
cake right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why it just gets mellower and richer, very comforting as it ages, and gets breathing into the, it's
That's a
beautiful
very
in
good
the
idea
glass.
to keep it like 10 to 15 minutes in the room temperature to get the
Yeah,
better taste. It's really changed dramatically after the first taste and right now.
yeah. And for a good single malt or the great Indian single malt like Paul John, you need to give time.
Like minimum 10 minutes or how long you
I think
suggest?
I think I think it's I would say I would let it breathe. Put on your favorite music, or
Play
if you
guitar
love books like
like
I
me.
do, yeah, and favorite, a small side dish of favorite things that you would love to pair. What would you love to pair this whiskey with?
That's clever. Yes, exactly. We shouldn't dive directly to the drink. When you wait,
Yeah,
this taste is so different, so smoother right now.
right. Yeah. And what would you like to pair this whiskey with if you had your favorite thing to go with?
Well, I think with the dessert,
With the
something very nice,
dessert?
Christmas dessert, Christmas something. You know, after a very nice Christmas dish, and you get a little time to come up with a dessert. And if you get this drum, but it needs a little bit weighted after settle down. Oh my God, I think this is going to beat the dessert. I can guarantee that.
But,
So many
you
people are
know,
going to give up the dessert. Can you put the Christmas cake on the
it,
side? I'm going to go for it.
yeah, it is a lovely dram. And yeah, I think, yeah, the best part would be if you get some savory desserts, like a cheesecake, which is not very sweet, or a very light baklava,
Oh,
which
baklava,
has
it's
got
our
the,
culture, you know.
yeah. So I think because of the phyllo, it will add a little, and the butter, it will add a bit of saltiness, and then you really get a wonderful pairing.
I'm
So
going to try that.
you must have baklava somewhere in your pantry.
Yeah, everywhere. So I'm going to try that. Yes, that will be very nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very, very
So
good idea. Because I was thinking to swap the dessert and get only the Paul John because it's better than the dessert looks.
Tajik, the life is not about either or, but and. So
And
you should have the Christmas edition and the dessert with the family.
with the family, of course, that's the sharing is the most important thing. Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly for the Christmas dinner. It's going to make it unbelievable.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow. Really, when it's open, I'm going to have a little bit more. I can't stop this taste.
Absolutely. I'm going to join you with that. It's 9 p.m. here, so it's perfect time for me.
Oh, that's amazing. For us, it's 3 o'clock. I mean, Sunday is fun day.
Yeah. Well,
Look at this color. Look at this.
yeah.
This is really gorgeous. This talks a lot. Really.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, we can do the
Normally,
way now with flange.
yeah, Slange, yes. Normally, I become the messenger to pass all the compliments to our master distiller, Michael. So, and I will do that
Please,
tomorrow when I speak to him. Yes.
you should do that. Really. I have to admit that he broke so many. And I think is it the right word or not? But I had narrow-minded, and you guys open it up very much wider right now, and I'm very much happy with that to explore different tastes and this. Whatever I taste, wherever we get into that, we feel even more curious about that. And even my wife was telling that when we are going to India to visit them, because we love to
You
visit
have to.
exactly.
You have to. Yes. Yes.
We are
Yes.
already making plan to come to India for the visiting you because we love to visit distilleries because visiting the distillery to get the taste, the real what things happening there is unbelievable. You
Yes.
get
Yes.
more the heart of the spirit. That's why, for example, when we get these gorgeous spirits from when you see how is the process, what's happening there, I know it's gonna be even more exciting, and that could be biggest opportunity. And we were thinking about that already. We said, wow, we need to, instead of being around, we can have a very, very good advantage to travel to India to have this
Yes.
gorgeous experience. And I saw the videos of this your distillery, so amazing. By
Yes.
the way, how is the stills? Are they like classic ones or
Well,
different?
the pot stills are made in India because we are an Indian single malt whiskey, and they are made out of copper. They are classic styled, so it has uh, uh, a bulge in the middle also, the onion bulge in the middle.
Mhm.
It's got a line arm, which is a very high angle. So you get a lot of reflux by that. So we get a lot of elegant whiskies because it only allows the lighter whiskies to go past by. So, and it is made, the copper pot stills are made in India, and surprisingly, it is made in a state which is dry. It doesn't serve alcohol.
Really?
So,
No way.
yes,
That's the
yes,
best
it
way.
is, it is, it is. So, and copper is a very integral part of our cuisine because a lot of earlier times, I remember, a lot of homes would have copper vessels for serving and so on and so forth. So earlier, one of the way to showcase your standing in the society and your wealth. So you would start with, you know, uh, plates of gold. That would be the kings and the royalty. Then the trading community would have in silver, and below that would be copper, and below that would be steel, and below that would be aluminium, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it was kind of a reflection of how much money you had in the bank.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So.
Wow, that's so good.
So, Tyson, I think I will not keep you away from your family during this wonderful time of Christmas, and it is
Thank you.
such a joy
You too. Thank you so
to
much for this time, and thank you so much for the invitation. Really,
thank you,
it's amazing to
thank you
enjoy
so
your
much.
whiskey.
Thank you, and Jai Ho for the last time.
Jai ho.
Cheers. Bye bye.